Hello everyone, in this episode of ExcaliburCCGTV, we're taking a look at the top comics for July 24, 2013. Keep it rolling. Thanks for pressing play. He's Randy. I'm Chris. Today's a different day, exciting day for us. We are shooting at our Texarkana store in Texarkana, Texas.
That's right.
Check it out.
Exciting.
Yeah, so totally cool looking. Mark down the calendar for the Architects Comic Con that's coming up here. Let's see here, August 30th through September 1st. Go to that, have a blast. Also, we're wrapping up some filming on a special documentary about Excalibur Comics, and that should be available around the same time as the con takes place. So that's going to be awesome as well. And hey, thanks for pressing play. We really appreciate it. This is going to be a bit of a longer episode, so if you want to download the MP3 of this, transfer it over to your portable device, carry it with you, listen to it, do that. Also, some timestamps are down below as well if you want to check out certain parts of the video and not others. But hopefully you want to watch the whole thing. That's why we do this, so you watch the whole thing.
That's right.
Hey, Randy has a shout out he wants to make real quick.
Hey, I just want to say thanks, Karina. Anybody else up there in Quebec or Canada who's watching us? Anybody around the world? We like that you're tuning in and watching us.
Yes.
Preferably over other comic channels there. So thank you.
Definitely.
Glad we can entertain you.
Totally. And you too, Bruce.
That's right, Bruce. Give us, you've got a little shout out here that you also want to mention.
Yes, Troy Wall, one of our longtime frequent customers and friends of Excalibur Comics, moved away recently, but Troy is a writer. He's a comic book writer. He's written Blood Rain, the comic books based off of the popular video game.
Right.
He did that for a long time.
He also did a one-shot called Bleeders, which I loved. Thought that was his best comic.
I never got to see that.
It was a good one.
Troy? Anyway, Troy has come across some medical issues and he's in need of some help. I'm going to put the information down below if you would like to donate to help him with the medical issues that he's facing. He's married and has a kiddo. We want to take care of him, help him out however we can. So if you would like to join us in helping Troy, I'm going to have the information down below in the description box. Troy, best of luck to you. You're in our prayers. God bless.
Yeah.
With that out of the way, guys, we are moving on to comics for July 24th, 2013. A huge stack of stuff that's going to be coming out and a lot of stuff to be checking out. We'll just dive right in. What do you want to start off with, Randy?
Oh, this is a tough one because there is a lot of good stuff coming out this week.
Yes.
For me, it might be Lazarus #2 is coming out. The first issue, some people might have thought it a bit strange. The storytelling is a little different, but it's a killer story. Almost figuratively a killer story.
Yes.
There.
Exactly.
This is about this family. We found out a little more. This family that is now the Carlisle family. They have been wronged, and they are going to take revenge on the people that have wronged them. Right. And their daughter Forever, which is a great name, by the way. I like that name. Yes. Forever is going to be the person that's taking this action against the other family here. Yes. So we've only gotten a small little bit of information so far in the story, but it's killer what we've had. I like the fact that in here we've had we see that she's a complex character. She's dealing with, I don't know if it's brainwashing or, correcting memories or erasing memories. I don't know what's going on there, but it's a time bomb. It's eventually going to blow up in the family's face.
Right.
Probably not for the first story arc or something. Maybe Greg Rucka will surprise us. Had to name drop there.
Greg
Rucka. But it's a great story. I believe we still have a few issues on the shelf. If you didn't pick up #1, get #1 and #2 this Wednesday.
And also, like we talked about before with 10 grand, I didn't expect #2 of Lazarus to be out so soon. So it looks like Image is staying on top of the game for publishing wise, because we're getting these issues and not waiting months in between.
Yeah, making sure they hit the dates that they're targeting.
Yes, so that's awesome as well. Check out Lazarus. Up for me, we got Batman and Superman #2 hitting the shelves. DC decided to bring back the popular duo in their own series. I think you can still pick up #1 on the shelves.
Maybe.
We might have one available for you, but you should definitely get on board and check it out. Jay Lee on the art as well. the first issue was fun. It was very interesting for me with the dynamic between both Batman and Superman in their early years of finding out about each other. So I'm checking that out because I really liked it, and Jay Lee on the art was just icing on the cake for me.
Yeah, one of the fun things there is they're going to be visiting Earth 2 in this issue.
Oh.
And so they're going to be seeing some familiar faces,
Okay.
but those familiar faces may not be so fond of seeing them or so friendly. So
Right.
it'll be interesting. Greg Pak's, he writes a good story.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Hawkeye Annual #1 comes out. Hawkeye has been one of the most talked about Marvel books, even before Marvel Now started from the get-go. It's issue 11 exploded, and issue 12 I love. It's just a single issue stories that they are telling a story. You can pick them up individually. You can, but they've brought back in his brother.
Yes.
Into the story here. It's weird, the dynamics between the two. They're almost, family you can forgive, family trying to kill you sometimes. That's what it almost seems to be.
Right.
But we're taking a break from that because in the annual, it's going to focus on Kate Bishop.
Right.
Kate Bishop is going to L.A. She's moving away from all the craziness, except there's one thing that she might have forgot that she did. She messed with Madame Masque.
That's right.
And Madame Masque hasn't forgotten that. So
Right.
we're going to see some fun road trip stuff, some fun LA stuff, and some fun, explosions, craziness throughout the story there. So that, to me, is a top of the list comic for me to read.
Yes. That's on
Top
my
of the
list.
stack.
Yeah, definitely. Next up, all you fans of Hellboy, remember that out this week is Lobster Johnson, Ascent of Lotus #1. The popular Lobster Johnson character introduced in the Hellboy universe returns from this miniseries, and he's on the prowl and trying to track down Lotus, a secret agent that has been elusive until now. So this should be an interesting series. If you're on board with Hellboy, this is a must-have issue and a must-have series as well. So make sure you add Lobster Johnson and have it in your pull list.
That's right. Don't take any offense if I say, give me some sugar, baby. Because Army of Darkness verse Hack Slash is coming out from Dynamite Comics
Okay.
there. Tim Seeley, the creator of Hack Slash, is writing it. This is going to take place in Cassie, the star of Hack Slash, in her universe, where, of course, Deadites are suddenly showing up, and she has a partner by the name of Ash, who's going to have to help her stop these Deadites before they take over her world.
Okay.
They're going to have to do this probably before the two of them kill each other. they apparently don't get at odds, or they're at odds with each other. They don't get along. It's a 6-issue miniseries there. Should be fun. Anybody that's a fan of horror, anybody that's a fan of Hack Slash, or anybody that's a fan of Army of Darkness, this is a must-get for you.
Also, fans of the very popular video game Mass Effect, this week Mass Effect Foundation #1 hits the shelves, a new ongoing series written by the writer of Mass Effect, the popular video game. If you're a fan of the video game and can't get enough of it, you spend hours and hours playing the video game and want to spend hours and hours reading about it, then you'll want to pick up Mass Effect Foundation #1, which will be on the shelves this week as well. Check that out.
I'm going to give you a twofer here because this is Superior Spider-Man month.
Exactly.
It is a Superior month. Superior Spider-Man #14 is coming out. This here, 13, if you read it, I'm going to give you a couple of spoilers here. I believe Spider-Man is now treading down the path that leads to his ultimate doom. He has murdered again. He has blackmailed in order to get his headquarters. Why does a superhero... Well, I guess the Justice League has a headquarters. But he wants his spider headquarters. And he is doing things now that are not so superhero-like. So I think that this is going to lead to his demise. But he's still doing good because in this issue, he's seen that there is still this blemish on New York in Hell's Kitchen, this Shadowland, that needs to be removed. So he is making it his job to take out Shadowland. Now, if that's not enough for you,
Right.
What you want to say?
I thought the whole idea of him taking on Shadowland was awesome. So I'm totally on board. I'm going to check that out.
Definitely. If that's not enough Superior for you, Superior Spider-Man Team Up #1 comes out. I don't know who he's teaming up with in this issue. They just have the Avengers jumping through, down out of the sky here, I guess, out of something. I don't know if that's who they're teaming up with, but it's the start of the team up. So whatever the surprise is, Avengers or somebody else, it's out there. It's going to be fun.
Every solicitation I've seen for that, it seems like somebody chopped off the middle part of the solicitation. It has something like Spider-Man teams up with your favorite heroes, and then it says to challenge them, of course, and that's it. So I don't know if he's actually going to be teaming up with them or be challenging them to see if he can beat them or they can beat him.
Right.
So we'll see with the first issue, but still it looks like fun.
Yeah, it's written by Christopher Yost, always good writer there, always fun, and it has art by David Lopez. Lopez, I think, is one of the best storytellers in the business today. His faces may seem very similar, kind of like Gary Frank's. All his face seem very similar, but the action he is able to tell in the story is phenomenal. So that right there makes this one that I will be picking up for the art alone.
Right.
Yost is just icing on the cake.
Icing on the cake. Hey, and also Superior Foes to Spider-Man #1 was a great issue. Since we're talking about Superior Spider-Man Month, that was a great issue. Check that out as well. Another issue coming out for me this week is Wolverine #7. After the events of last issue, we see that Wolverine is messed up in a big way. And Randy actually has something he needs to add to what happened with the events in Wolverine #6 previously. Randy?
Paul Cornell, if you're watching this, I understand that you speak proper grammar.
Exactly.
Wolverine doesn't. Why aren't I healing? That is not a Wolverine thing. Why ain't I healing? That is how he speaks. That is what I want to see when I see Wolverine. I mean, maybe you're trying to get this in there because Wolverine's now the professor of some academy. I'm not sure. But let's correct that next time. Be that as it may, it still was fun there. I like how they brought this about. And now Wolverine with this challenge is going to be an even more intense read, I think.
Yes.
Big one for me.
What's 6 for you, bro?
Ooh, good luck finding it on the shelf. Wild Blue Yonder #2 comes out. It is a low print run.
Okay.
And it was a phenomenal first issue. And this is one where you have this guy Tug who is joined up with this group. I love their names. Scram, Cola, Tug. They just have like these odd names. But Tug's joined up with this group, supposedly just a miner. I don't think that that's the case. I think there's more to his story than there is, but it is beautiful art. Mike Rach, I think is how you say his name. He has given you a fun story. Scram is just a psychotic character there with his hammer. I guess it's like his mini meow meow. I don't know, but it is a fun read if you can find #2, and if you can find #1. Actually, you're probably going to have to find a second print on that. Yeah. Pick it up. It's just 5 issues. It is fun.
Cool, very cool. And you should have seen this one coming because out this week is a mini-series from Marvel that ties directly into what happened at the end of Age of Ultron.
That's right.
I'm talking about Hunger #1. At the end of Age of Ultron, spoiler, you ready? Because here it comes. We had this big rift and shift in the time-space continuum pretty much.
Thanks, Wolverine.
Thank you, Wolverine. And Galactus from the present Marvel Universe, or the current Marvel Universe, got shifted over into the Ultimate Marvel Universe.
That's right.
And this series follows what's going to happen with Galactus in the Ultimate Universe, and if he's going to eat Ultimate Earth or not, what's going to happen.
Yeah.
We don't know, but 4-issue limited series that starts this week with #1, so be sure and check that out.
Leonard Kirk's awesome art, and Josh Fialkov is going to be writing that.
Yes.
That to me is going to be an interesting one because, well, first off, they've given us the real Galactus, not the cloudy thing that Warren Ellis tried also giving us there with Ultimate Extinction.
No.
But the real Galactus, and Ultimate Universe has had the policy, dead means dead. They have killed off a lot of heroes.
Yes.
I don't know who's really going to be around to help save this Earth.
I don't. So
it's
crazy.
It's going to be a challenge. I am overjoyed to see that twice this month I am getting an issue of Young Avengers. Young Avengers number 8 comes out. The storytelling that Jamie McKelvey brings is phenomenal. It is not what you see in the average superhero comic book. It's not just panel, 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 panel.
No.
He takes and he will play with the panels. He will break the panels, literally break the panels and shatter them and have the characters travel through them. He just, his artwork is so breathtaking, so revolutionary that's part of what makes this story. But you have the ongoing story of them jumping through multiverse right now, trying to find their missing friend and partner.
Right.
There. So,
right.
This to me is going to be awesome, and I love the tagline for this book. It said that Kieran Gillen has decided that it's probably about time to make Journey of Mystery readers scream. So something's going to happen here. I don't know if it's Loki. Maybe it's Leia. I don't know. Oh, that'd be awesome. I just thought of that. That would be too cool.
Light bulb moment right there.
Maybe. But he's going to make you scream. I don't know if it's a good scream or a bad scream. Scream with me, though.
Young Avengers is a fun series. You should check it out. If it's not on your pull list, add it. Also this week, we have Justice League Dark, number 22. This is the third part.
How'd that drop so low?
I don't know. I was trying to get to it. Justice League Dark, number 22. 22, not 22. 22. The third part of the Trinity War that's going on between all the Justice League titles currently at this time. Things are heating up. Superman's done something awful. They don't know if it was really Superman that did it or something else that controlled him and made him do that. And now, to see if it was something beyond Superman's control, Wonder Woman has went and sought out the aid of the Justice League Dark team and is bringing them on board to see what they can find out with what's been going on and what's happened. So the third part of Trinity War, check it out and see how they're going to help with this whole fiasco that's happened between the Justice Leagues.
And it should be mentioned that Constantine number 5 is coming out. That is a tie-in with that. We mentioned it in the last video. You can go back to the last video and read about or listen about it if you want to. But you know, we're still trying to catch get the hang of things with getting this material to you a little earlier here. So
Exactly.
Some of those books say they're coming out and then decide we're going to wait a week.
Right.
Adventure Time fans need to be excited here. They have been doing Boom Studios, or Kaboom, has been doing such a great job with keeping you entertained with this story, with being able to give you more than just the cartoon.
Yeah.
Well, now they're giving you the Encyclopedia. It's going to be a hardcover, which means a little more money, but what Adventure Time fan does not want to have this Encyclopedia? It is apparently compiled by the Lord of Evil himself. If you watch Adventure Time, you know who that is. If not, look it up. Or you can buy the book and you can look and see who the character is.
Exactly.
It's going to talk everything about the characters, the world, anything that you can think of there is going to be in this book. So the most comprehensive collection of the Adventure Time, it's going to be right there for you to have in the palm of your hands and enjoy.
Cool. Another one from Dynamite Comics is Uncanny, number 2, hitting shelves, by Andy Diggle, art by Aaron Campbell. Follows a con man who has a special ability to be able to absorb temporarily other people's abilities, thoughts, whatever they know, he can know for a limited period of time. The first issue, we saw him get out of a hairy situation he thought that he was totally in control of, but he wasn't. And someone was waiting in the wings to take him to do something else. He thinks that he's unique and the only one that can do this, but from what I understand, he's going to find out that he's not.
Yeah. It's think a male version of the X-Man Rogue.
Yeah.
X-Man Rogue, X-Man Rogue.
X-Woman, hello.
X-Woman, X-Female.
This guy.
Rogue. Think of that. That's kind of what he does there.
Yeah.
But he's awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool. Really good first issue.
Flash fans need to be a little excited here. Number 22 is going to have the first meeting between Reverse Flash and Flash. Kind of a big thing. He's kind of been there in the wings, but this is going to be the first head-on meeting between the two. Probably not going to be a very pretty one. but bad character. This is his big, I guess, reveal into the DC universe, the New 52 universe.
Okay. Hey, another title that Randy and I have talked about a lot and recommended highly.
And how did it fall this far? Again, I don't know. Image
Comics Clone number 9 hitting the shelves this week. This is a fantastic action adventure series that you should be checking out with a nice dose of sci-fi mixed in. With the last issue, we saw the main character at the brink of death and brought back to life and healed by old school mysticism, which was such a contrast to what's been going on with the sci-fi element of it all.
Well, with just the science element of it all.
Exactly. So this is a great series, excellently written and awesomely drawn. You should have this on your pull list, and if you don't, you should check out the first trade at least and give it a chance.
And I like that they have a division between these two sides of clones, but I like that clones within the bad guy division are maybe misunderstood and willing to help somebody out there when they need to. So I'm excited to see that other side of things.
Yeah, totally cool.
New Avengers number 8 comes out. Anybody who is a little disappointed that we didn't get to see a battle between Wakanda and Atlantis last issue, you're going to get it this time. This is going to be the all-out battle. Tons of fatalities because of this battle. But the other big thing that's going to be happening here, while everything's falling apart, there's an Inhuman, and I have a pretty good idea who it might be who suddenly finds out about the Illuminati's plans. So things are happening, things are falling apart for this group. Just because you're the smartest men in the world does not mean that you're always careful with the plans that you're laying there.
Right.
Don't leave them sitting in the bathroom when you're finished, Black Bolt.
What the world? New Avengers is awesome. Another Hickman-written book that we've talked about many times before. You should be checking it out. Of course, events are leading up to Infinity.
Yes.
So be sure and check out our video about the Marvel's Infinity event as well. And you should be getting on board Avengers and New Avengers. Also out this week, Wolverine and the X-Men 33. This storyline that's going on right now with the Hellfire Club, Hellfire Academy, I guess I should say, has been awesome. It's been hilarious as well. These teachers at the Hellfire Academy that are teaching these students, it's so twisted that only Jason Aaron can think of these people being teachers in any capacity whatsoever.
Or calling that a school.
Or even calling that a school. And I loved what Wolverine did with last issue with the BAMFs.
Yes.
And that was just awesome. Check out the previous issue. Get on board with 33 this week because it's a fun story. It's a great story. And awesome art by Nick Bradshaw, which I'm totally digging. Get on board and check it out.
Fans of Mark Waid, and this is going to be a name here that some might not know or some do know, the awesome artist Paul Smith. You're going to want to check out, IDW is putting out a 4-issue miniseries, the Rocketeer and the Spirit Pulp Friction. We'll play on the name there. It's going to be fun. If you like the Pulp characters there, they're great. Landridge and Wade and whoever else has been writing the Rocketeer stories for IDW, they have been fantastic. They do trades on those you can collect and get, but don't miss out on this. You're always looking for a good read, good book to pick up. Mark Waid has been golden on on everything that he has touched right now. And it's going to be the same thing here. He's going to give you a great story. So that's just real quickly want to tell you, don't miss out on it.
Last up for me for this week is Uncanny Avengers number 10. We see the return of the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. The Apocalypse twins have entered into the fray of what's going on, and they've reintroduced their own version of the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. And we're going to see some familiar people and some people that we haven't seen in a long time that they're supposed to be dead, but now they're brought back. So I want to see what Remender's going to do with this. Loving the art by Daniel Acuna on the series as well. Check it out.
You should. I think we can tell them a little bit there without giving too much away.
I was trying
You know who the 4 Horsemen usually are. Well, now this time they're being called the 4 Horsemen of Death. They've done away with the other three, and they're just saying the four horsemen of death.
Yeah.
So that's a nice little twist that they're giving you there. It's in the solicitations, so I don't think it's giving away too much telling people that. I've covered just about everything here. The only thing that I think we need to mention is the new previews is coming out here.
Yes.
We've told you and told you and told you. Pick this up, buy it, read through it, do something. Tell Dale or tell Chris what you want to add to your pull list here. The only way that they can take and put that in your box is if you tell them. Yes. The only way they can have that on the shelves is if you tell them about, the buzz. Get it out there. Let them know. But more importantly, put it in your box.
Exactly.
So previews is coming out here. As always, we'll have a video that will give you kind of our top 10 of what we think is in the previews that will be the hottest.
Right. And check out our September solicitations video as well, because we talk about the top 10 comics that you should have that's coming out in September, and it's a big month. There's a lot going on in September. Check out that video. That's it for me.
I'm good here.
Awesome. Well, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the view here at the Texarkana store. Thanks a lot we appreciate Dale for letting us take the middle of the day here, shoot the video, show you guys that there is a Texarkana store. We've talked about it in other videos, but
it's kind of like Shangri-La. It does exist.
It's here. We are in it. But hey, thanks for pressing play. We are Excalibur's Comics, Cards, and Games in Texarkana, and our store in Shreveport. You can visit our website, ExcaliburCCG.com. Thanks for pressing play. That's it. Until next time, take care.